Good morning, Card Media. It's RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Something fairly simple. Mike Schmidt's Hall of Fame postcard. If you're familiar with the Hall of Fame postcards, the Hall of Fame issues these yellow framed postcards for every member. They're constantly printing these. You can purchase an entire set, I think for under $50 still. They print them often. This one's printed was in 2009. They're constantly printing more because people continuously buy them. But it has it'll have the Hall of Fame plaque for whoever's picture it is, whoever's card it is. Just a fun little thing that is part of my collection. I have the entire collection of Hall of Fame postcards as well as this one of Mike Schmidt. If you ever notice the Hall of Fame postcards, what you want to get is a blue Sharpie signature right up here. Sometimes those older cards will come across the front. You know, some of the early printings of these are in gray instead of yellow. Some of the very, very early ones, they've been doing this since, I believe, 62, I want to say. But this is my Mike Schmidt one in my Mike Schmidt binder. That's my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Today's random baseball item of the day from 1991, the Cracker Jack set. So what you have here is in 1991, Topps partnered with Cracker Jack. Cracker Jack partnered with Topps, if you will, and released a set of cards that would actually go into packs of Cracker Jack. Now, these were actually released in two series, you can see on the back. This is series 1 right here. And what it is, I believe that this was the precursor for the micro craze that swept through Topps in the first 91, 2, and 3. In 1991, 2, and 3, Topps issued a micro set, exact duplicates of all of the Topps cards in the set of 792 cards. You can get a micro version, which was this post stamp size, and I think it's because they issued this set of Cracker Jack cards. Now, what's interesting is if you bought your Cracker Jack back, then you would get one of these cards per pack of Cracker Jack, but you could also send away for a complete set that was issued like this. You can see it is a standard playing card size, a 2.5 by 3.5 size, but there were 4 images on the card. Obviously the big names of the day. Also, interestingly, Cracker Jack continued releasing baseball cards in its products for the next couple of years, but it's switched out. So that was series 1. I'm going to show you series 2 now as I keep talking. Series 2 was, actually, this was the first series. This is the second series. Anyway, it says so up here, no series. This one says second series. Anyway, in 1992, since this is Topps 1991, in 1992, Donruss got the nod. So in 1992, Donruss cards were issued by Cracker Jack. Those didn't come in a 4-panel thing. You could only get them individually, but Donruss did put out a binder, which I have, I've shown in the past, 2 series and a binder that you could put the cards in. And then in 1993, Donruss and Cracker Jack issued a replica of the Cracker Jack card from 1914. And I have that set. I have shown that off a couple times. Not the whole set, but just key players. I think there was 20, 22, something like that. Just the key players from the 1993 Cracker Jack release. Replicas of the 1914 Cracker Jack set. So there's my random baseball item of the day. Today's trivia question, going back to my book, if you saw Sunday's trivia recap, you'll see that I screwed up Friday's question last week. I'll have to do better research on my reference sourcing. But anyway, so today's question, name for me the pair of brothers who played in a World Series on the same team, and in that game, in one game of that World Series, both brothers hit a home run. So name for me the pair of brothers who accomplished that feat in a World Series game. Send me an email, what you're playing for. Cool Topps holiday card from last year of Miguel Cabrera. Shout out to Lisa Z. Good luck to you, Lisa, if you want to get this holiday card from last year with Miggy. So send me an email. I'll include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You'll have the day and tomorrow to answer. We'll pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck. Today, what I want to show off is an interesting thing I thought about doing. A couple sets released independently of the major manufacturers, but product related, food item related. Certainly, if it's going to be not one of the major manufacturers, it's going to be Michael Schechter Associates, MSA, which this one is. This is from 1991, the Jimmy Dean set. Typical card. Here's Junior. It's called the Signature Edition. Has a Players Association logo, which means it was not licensed by Major League Baseball, which means all logos are airbrushed out of the cards, which makes them usually not worth a lot. This one, you can see Junior's name, and it literally is a facsimile signature there. Did I lose card 1, or did I have them mixed up there? Card 1 is Will. Probably put Junior on front because he's bigger name. Anyway, this very bland stuff. Shout out to Doug over at Don't Talk to Robots. I'm not sure if you're aware of this Jimmy Dean card. Does have the Bellingham line stat on there. I know you're a big fan of any card that lists Junior with stats having to do with Bellingham, Washington. I want to highlight that one. So it's called the Signature Series or Signature Edition because every card has a facsimile signature down here in this white space. So, but these are the players that were included in 1991, the first year Jimmy Dean did that. Love the Jimmy Dean logo. The boot kind of forms the front of the D and represents a J, and then the red that completes the D on the logo. Very cool Jimmy Dean logo, I always thought. Still used today, still what they have on the packages of food products today. But let's take a look at who was in this set. And then let's take a look at the 1992 set and see who didn't and did make the cut. So these were the people. And you can see on the back, there are 25 of them, 25 players and stars of 1991. Certainly the A's were big. The Reds were probably big at the time because they'd won in 1990. The Braves were just starting to come along good. The Giants had been there in 89. Who else? The Twins and the Blue Jays, maybe. Certainly Griffey. Will Clark was a big name at the time. Dale Murphy, I don't know why Murph's included. He was on the downswing there. It's great that he's in the Phillies and all that, but Bonds was at the top of his game. Strawberry had just gone to the Dodgers. Sandberg was still huge. Sheffield was a highly touted rookie. Alomar, a highly touted rookie. Thomas, highly touted rookie. Larkin was at the top of his game. This would have been, because he just won the World Series last year. Puckett was still a huge star. Brett was still a huge star. Kevin Mitchell had a great year in 89. Dave Justice was still huge. Cal, of course. Craig Biggio in the catcher gear. Love seeing that. Very highly touted rookie. Ricky still being Ricky. Clemens was still huge. Canseco was all that. Ozzie Smith. Cecil Fielder had the great monster season this year, actually, in 91. Winfield. Kevin Moss was a highly touted rookie. Then Nolan Ryan, of course, and Gooden. So those are the people who made it in 1991. Let's take a look at the 1992 set. I have the 1992 Jimmy Dean set. Let's see which players made the cut in both sets, interestingly. Now, you'll see that there's only 18 cards now. Backs are similar, but this wasn't called a signature edition. There's no signature on the back. Jim Abbott is brand new to this set. So Jim Abbott is new in this one, wasn't part of the first one. Barry Bonds definitely was part of the first one, so we'll put him aside. Jeff Bagwell, instead of Biggio, you had Bagwell that year. Frank Thomas made both of them. Steve Avery was new to this one. Chris Sabo, rocking the glasses, it was new. Will Clark made it in. Interesting, Don Mattingly didn't make the first set. Interesting that he made the second one. Strawberry was part of both. Clemens was part of both. Junior was still, Junior was like the biggest name in the sport. I don't care what you say. I think for most of the years he played, Junior was the biggest name in baseball, I think. He made both. Chuck Knobloch, fresh off of his win of the Twins, made the set, but he wasn't. He was new to the set. Tony Gwynn was still huge, but was new to the set. Juan Gahn, first of his MVP seasons, I believe, was not there. Actually, no, I don't think he got his MVPs until later. Cecil Fielder was in both sets. Bonilla was new. Wes Chamberlain, highly touted rookie, although he certainly didn't live up to the hype. And then Sandberg was part of both. So here we go. By my count, out of the 18 cards that were part of the second set, there were eight players, almost half, were part of both sets. Sandberg, Cecil Fielder, Junior, Roger Clemens, Strawberry, Will the Thrill, Frank Thomas, and Barry. So I always find it interesting when they have these small little, releases, not by the major companies. How do they choose who goes in the set? It's got to be just a feeling. Some guy who knows something about baseball picks them. Maybe it was the images they had available. I don't know, but in this particular case, you can see it's a great way to get additional cards of players UPC. The Junior card is a very cool one. Did this one have the Bellington? Yep. Even this one had the Bellingham line item tag. So something to think about to Doug over at Don't Talk to Robots. Hope you have that card, sir. If not, look it up. So that was my showcase for today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate you. Try my best for everybody else in this great card community, all right? Don't forget the trivia question. If you get a chance, throw a guess my way, all right? We will have more great content on Wednesday and Friday, so I hope to see you back then. In the meantime, have a great week and take care.